Today being the first class, the class will be for 2 hours. It will go up to 8:30, covering the topic board meetings. Before going on to the slides that I am going to present before you and explain the topics, let me give a brief introduction why we require this particular chapter, board meeting. As you all would have learned in your intermediate syllabus, that company is an artificial child. Like a natural person, you and I, it also requires a brain and a body. The board of directors of the company are described as brain of the company. The shareholders or members of the company are described as body of the company. This artificial child, what it can do and what it cannot do is regulated by the parent legislation, namely the Companies Act 1956, read with the primary document through which you incorporate the company, namely the Memorandum of Association, and the bylaws framed by you, namely the Articles of Association. Within the framework of these 3 documents, namely the law per se, the memorandum and the articles, the board of directors during the course of discharging their function also prescribes certain benchmarks for them. So do the shareholders of the company. So the powers which a company can exercise, the brain of the company is also capable of exercising. In other words, the board of directors can discharge all the powers, all the functions which a company can and which a company is authorized to, either by the Companies Act or by the memorandum or by the articles or by a board resolution or by a shareholders resolution. Subject to those restrictions, the powers of the board is unfettered. Otherwise, it is restricted as prescribed in law, read with other documents. The Companies Act says, it is true, you can discharge the function on my behalf, but certain powers I require you, the directors, to come together, meet, deliberate, then take a decision. Individually, I am a director, you are a director. Collectively, we are called as board. So, the concept board is nothing but aggregation of directors, summation of directors, or collection of directors. So, the law requires we, the directors, should come together. When I say I to I, you, we meet, and the process is called as meeting. So, I am a director, you are a director, we are board. When we see each other, we meet, so the board meet, and the process is called as board meeting. So the law tells you certain decisions you have to necessarily meet and take a decision. Therefore, board meeting becomes a necessity to be studied under the Companies Act. The law also recognizes that the directors are too busy. There are decisions which can be taken without coming together. You need not come together from different places of the country, or for that matter different places from the world, meet and then take a decision. For example, there is a CFO of a company. He is operating the Indian Overseas Bank account of the company. Today he resigns and we are going to appoint another person as a CFO. Now from today onwards, he is going to operate the bank account, for which we require an authorization from the board. For which purpose, the law tells you it is not necessary. You must call all the directors from different parts of the country, send the proposal across to them, that is wherever they are. I could see directors sitting at Trivandrum, sitting at Annanagar, sitting at Vizag, sitting at Vijayawada, and sitting at Kukatpalli, so many places, or sitting at Avinashi. So I am sending to all the directors to the respective places, saying that this is the situation. By a preamble, Ms. X is the CFO, he resigned, in the place Y is appointed, and he is going to operate the bank account. If approved, the following resolution may be passed, resolved that. We will give that resolution. We will send the papers across to you. You can apply your mind, comma, if any, and then communicate back whether you agree or you disagree. So you pass a resolution by sending the papers in circulation. That's what we call them as circular resolution. So the term resolution means decision taken.